Today we're going to be fixing all 5 of these Game Boys right here. They all have issues, so we'll show you real quick. Like this has corroded terminals right here. It does have the back. All of them have the back except for this one. This one right here also has corroded terminals. I haven't even tried to take out these batteries yet. They're like locked in there, man. It's disgusting. We'll also try to get all these stickers and stuff off of here if we can get them working. Clean it all up. Same thing right here, like look at that. Show you the light right here a little bit better. That is so bad. But this right here just doesn't get power for whatever reason. Terminals are pretty clean, and then this one has a burnt screen. So we'll see. We might end up, if we can't get this to power on, we might end up just swapping the screens and get this fully working, because this has a back and this doesn't. So it's gonna be crazy going through trying to get all this fixed. I've never fixed Game Boys before. But what I did do, I did a bunch of research and I went out and bought all the stuff I need to hopefully fix this stuff. I even got like a little soldering iron right here with the core stuff if we got to start soldering some stuff. We have our wire brush, we got our hook set, we got tweezers. This is the toolkit. I'll put a link in the description that has like the tri-wing that you have to be able to open up the Game Boys. This one right here. But yeah, so I got that. I got a multimeter to check for power, brand new batteries. We got all of our cleaning stuff right here, gloves. And then also we got white vinegar. Supposedly you put the terminals with the corroded battery stuff. I just let it sit in a little bit of this thing right here and it should clean them up, hopefully. And then we got 91% isopropyl alcohol to keep the stuff from rusting after we soak it in the vinegar. So we'll start with the very first one right here. We'll crack this thing open and try to get this out right here and start soaking it and see if we can get power to it. So hey, buckle up. This is going to be wild and very informative. This is my first time working on anything video game related like this. So let's see how we do. Yeah, man. Alright, so we get all the screws out. Now there is this little clip thing right here. Yeah, we just have to be more careful with, but just pull out. So, boom, just like that. And now it is all separated. So I'm not worried about the front side right here, at least not right now. I mean, I might clean up a little bit in a little area here, but I just want to see if I can get power to all this first. So set this to the side, but now there's some more screws that we got to take out in order to get down in here and clean out these terminals. So let's do that right now. So, alright, so I'll be able to just clean that up a little bit. Probably put some vinegar on a Q-tip and get that up. As you can see, there's a little bit of corrosion on there. Not too bad. We'll clean this up and then we'll let this soak in some vinegar right now. Yeah. Alright, so we got our vinegar. I'm going to pour some into here. Get this out of the way real quick. Whew, that stinks. Now we go ahead and open up our tweezer set, because what we're about to do, I'll show you, is we got to pull these out right here. They should just slip right up, and we're going to just drop them into the vinegar. Let's get this opened real quick. Get a little one of the hook sets right here. There's clips right here that you got to press in order to get it out. So press this clip right here. Got it. Holy crap. So we got one. So you push the little clips in there. That was wild. So now it's got to do it for these two right here as well. If you can see the clips in there, if you can see it or not, there's little clips. You push them, and then you slide it out. And there's the next one. And then we got the third one right here. Here it comes. Whew. Oh man, that was a challenge. Now we know. I didn't know there was clips on the inside right here of them things. So All right, here we go. Set this off to the side right here real quick. We're going to take these and we're going to place them in here. Just want to make sure I know which is which actually right here. But look at this. Look, you see it like fizzing out, bubbling and stuff. So there we go. So as that is sitting, we will go through and go ahead and wipe off these right here, try to get the corrosion off of this stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to get a little bit of the vinegar on a Q-tip, not too much, and I am going to wipe it all around right here. Get that on there. Same with over here. Boom, man. Okay, yep, so there's that. Let that sit for a second. I'm going to get all this cleaned up right here too, because that's battery corrosion. Get it off the table. It's gross. Alright, so I got my brush set right here that I'm going to open up because I'm going to be scraping off the remaining of the corrosion in there until it's cleaned. And then over there, and then I got my isopropyl alcohol that I will end up rubbing all over that too to keep it from rusting. So, alright, so here we go. Let's go with the very first one right here. Let's get the worst one. This looks like the worst one right here. So you can see corrosion, most of it came off of there, but we still need to go through and clean it off, scrape it, get the rest of that off of there right now. So let's do just that. Okay, as you can see, hopefully that is focused. That is a whole heck of a lot better than what they were, man. Those are clean. Even this one, man, got all that corrosion off. So I'm now going to wipe them down with this. And then we're going to get them placed back in there. And fingers crossed this thing powers up. So let's get it. Alright, before we put those back in here, I'm going to go ahead and clean up all of this battery corrosion too off the plastic here, just because that needs to come out as well. Alright, that's a lot better. So now let's go ahead and start placing these back in here. So this goes just like this. You can tell, so you got this side and this side, so you just make sure you're going to stagger them for when you put them back in here so the batteries go in properly. So you're just going to do that and push it in there. Boom. Oh, yep, there it goes. Heard the click. Same right here. You'll hear a click. Boom, click. And then the last one. Here we go. So they're all back in now. Yep, good to go. That's down. So I'm going to put the screws back into here, get it all hooked back up, and then we'll try it. Now I just got to clip this back in here. Hopefully this is easy. Wiggle it in a little bit. It's in there, as you can see. Boom. So then you're just going to fold it back just like that. Oh, can't forget this piece right here. So I gotta take this off to put this back in there, man. Dang it. And then you slide it in there, so, because this is what turns it on and off. So now we got that. Now I gotta put these bolts, or the screws, back in here now. Alright, there we go. Now fold that back down. Right here. Just like that. Now let's put all these screws back in now. Okay, so it's a lot cleaner now. Like, that should be good. Moment of truth. We've got some brand new batteries. We'll open them up, put it in here. We have a game right here to test it out, and let's see if this is gonna work. Oh my gosh, we actually fixed it. There ain't no way. Dude! All right, man. I can't believe it. So we're 1 for 1 right now, man. So we fixed it. This one's good to go. I can't believe it. Dang, man, they've been sitting so long in my game room because they've all had issues, and I just had no clue how to fix them. So I just started YouTubing how to fix this stuff, and man, you saw it. It did take a long time, man, to go through, clean all that stuff, but now we know exactly what to do. Dang, man, this is all the tools we actually had to use. So out of all this stuff over here, we don't have to use any of that except for these few little tools right here. So, man, we'll go ahead and jump into this one right here, see if we can do the same thing. As I like to say, rinse and repeat. So everything we did to get this one working, we're now going to do the same thing for this one, because it's corroded and stuff. Like, obviously there's no power coming to this one at all. See? Nothing, man. So we'll get this cleaned up, and hopefully this one works the same. But dang, that took a long time. It took nearly about an hour and a half to go through, clean all that stuff, and do all this. So, but it was worth it. It was worth it bringing that thing back to life. So, but all right, let's do this one. Still, that's pretty bad. All right, let's see if we can. We might be able to just slip this out without having to open up any of this right now. So let's see. Unless it has those hooks in there too. Oh no, we do got to open it up. I think it's got those little clips in it too, just like the other one. Now we know, because there's probably clips right behind here. Regardless, we still got to open this side up to get those out, because those don't slip out. So I might as well just open the whole thing up and see if we need to clean inside here, because it's probably bled out in there too. So let's go ahead and open up all this. The tri-wing, as they call it, I'm pretty sure. First time opening up a Game Boy Color. Well, that was simple. This wasn't all connected this time. Okay, cool. So we don't have to take this off. We can just clean this right here as it is. Try to get all that corrosion off right here. And then now, yep, see? Got a little clip right there. We'll just pull that out. So first, we will pull this out, let it soak in the vinegar. Should be able to just push that down and it falls right out. Keyword, should. Yep, there it goes. Oh, see, it just fell out. Oh my gosh. Look how nasty that is. Definitely why it ain't getting power. Because look at that corrosion. Jeez. Alright, well, let's go ahead and let that sit in there. Look at it fizz. That vinegar doing its job. Alright. Now we're going to put some vinegar on this right here. Actually, I'm going to try to scrape some of that off right there first. Place it right on there. Just like that. This side don't need it. There's no bleed out on that one. So, alright, let that sit for a second. As that's doing that, I'll probably scrape it a little bit more. So there's a little bit more in there. I'm gonna go and finish getting all that off there. Just a little bit. Okay, so now that thing is clean, man. Right there. That's nice. Boom. Alright, so we got this. Now we're going to pull this out and see what this looks like now, because that one was gross. Let me get the tweezers. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look how much better that ain't even done. I just dipped it in there. Look at that. Cool, 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 man. Alright, let's get this cleaned up and scrape the rest of that off right now. Back to the wire brush a little bit right here. Dang, that's clean, man. That is clean. Let's get this little bit out right here. Alright, so we're about to wipe them all down with the alcohol right here. Let's just swab it out, and then we're going to clean this up a little bit right here. Get this stuff out of here. We'll piece it all back together, and then hopefully this one works too. So let's go ahead and start swabbing this stuff. Go ahead and swab this whole thing. You don't want it rusting over. And this supposedly prevents that from happening. Plastic brush, it's not metal or nothing, so I'm not like destroying this cover, just so you guys know. Okay, we'll start piecing all of this back together now. So just want to put this in there. You'll hear it clip. Yep, there goes the clip. Awesome. Now put this back. Make sure that slides in there just like so. And let's get the screws in. Awesome. Okay, so it's all together now. Let me grab some new AA batteries, and then we will see if this thing works. Alright guys, here we go. Here we go. Just that. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, guys, it actually works. Let me grab a game, put it in here. Right here, actually, I'm gonna get the game out of here. Oh my gosh, we did it. We actually did it. That is wild. Here we go, here we go. Boom, man. Oh my god. Dang, we fixed another one. Yo, if I'm able to fix these things right here, you guys can too. Holy crap, I can't believe that. So these are both operational. Everything's good to go. They are clean, man. Dang. I mean, obviously I'm going to go through and take these stickers and stuff off, get that all nice. Get that all working and everything, which I'll go ahead and do here now as well. I know this has been like a crazy process. Hopefully you guys learned something here. And I know we still got these three over here. We might just do a second video follow-up on these three over here, because I still want to get these cleaned. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stickers off of this thing right here. And then we'll finish out this video just with these two. And then we'll come back later time and get these all three working, I'm thinking. So, because dang, man, I spent like 3 hours so far getting these all repaired. It is a lot of work, but it's worth it, man. But let's get these stickers off right now. Okay, so I'm going to be using this right here to get the stickers off the back here. You got this, and then I know this is the label here, but it's so damaged. I'm going to go ahead and remove this, because I think it'll look a lot cleaner removing that piece. There's nothing I can do for it. And then we'll obviously make sure we don't damage this right here at all. And then we'll just get all this dirt and grime. As you can see, there's like sticker residue all over this thing. So let's get this looking clean, man. Holy crap, see me in there? Yeah! Can't believe this. As you guys can see, both of these are fully working. The sound is great. Listen to that. Yeah, man. I'm going to turn the sound down for these right here real quick. Get that turned down. Got Pokemon Crystal on this one I'm about to play. Look at that. That is crazy. Jeez, look at that. Yeah, man. And then you got right here. Look at that. So this is definitely worth going through, taking the time to fix all this up. It took about 2.5, 3 hours to run through all that, use all the tools, figure out what we needed to get all of this clean, tested, working, power to it. It was wild, man. Hopefully you guys got a little bit out of this video right here, but this is everything that I ended up purchasing. I got pretty much all of this at Harbor Freight, and I paid like $60 pretty much for everything on this table right here. Obviously not the Game Boys and stuff. But yeah, I paid about $60. Didn't have to use all this stuff, but I did have it readily available just in case I did need it. But yeah, just to quickly show you guys, I had this right here because sometimes the terminals you got to take apart, clean or whatever. You burn them and then you resolder it back. Had that just in case. This right here was like the MVP of the day, man. This cleaned up the battery corrosion so good. Use that, and then I just have a little dipping station for it right here. All the little tweezers and stuff right here that we use, the brushes, the tools. This was very important to have these specific tools, especially the little tri-wing tool that you gotta have. And then of course, if we couldn't get power to it, then I was gonna see about using this thing here. We did not have to break it out. Maybe in a follow-up video when we go and try to work on all 3 of these, we might have to use that. Hopefully not. Hopefully it goes just as smooth as these did right here. But wild, man, wild. I can't believe we got that working. And when you are doing all this, hope make sure you're using like safety glasses and stuff, because I do have safety glasses over here. These are extras that I have right here, because whenever you're dealing with the battery corrosion, you don't want that to fling out and get into your eye. So always be wearing your safety glasses, safety first. But yeah, man, crazy different type of video, I know, but let me know what you guys like this. I'm going to be fixing these, and then I got a bunch of original Xboxes that the disc trays are messed up. They're flashing lights. I can't get them to work, but we're going to get them to work because it's time to start repairing all this stuff. But let me know in the comments, did you guys like this? Do you want to see more of this type of videos? But hey, and also don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Until next video, guys, stay awesome.